shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning to the second part of our mini course. Join Up Dots has just celebrated 10 years of podcasting, which is quite a landmark. And over the last 10 years, we have spoken to literally hundreds and hundreds of individuals, all claiming that they want something to occur in their life. They want more income, they want more success, they want more free time, and they connect with Join Up Dots and then, quite frankly, do nothing with it at all. So after 10 years, I thought I'd look back over the biggest excuses that we've heard time and time again as to why people are just basically going to get the same life time and time again. And yesterday's one we looked at was, I don't have enough time, which is a load of old rubbish because everybody has the same amount of time, and some people have done amazing things and created billion, trillion dollar companies, and other people can barely binge watch the more recent episodes of whatever on Netflix because we don't have time. Well, today's one annoys me as well. It really does. All of these really piss me off, to be honest. They really make me angry because they're just excuses, but people believe them. They believe these excuses to be true. And the number 2 that I've heard is, I'm just waiting for the perfect moment. Now, I've heard this so much, and it's always among the people that are hesitant. They want something, but they're unwilling to risk stuff. It's rooted in the desire for having things perfect so they can take all the risk away and go, okay, this is an easy route to what I want to be. It's a time when all the variables, all the dots just align harmoniously and success is theirs. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't it be lovely to have that? But you just get a book and you open it up on the first page and you follow it, and then you have got the dream life. But that's a load of old rubbish. It doesn't happen. And this sort of perfection that people are waiting for, this perfect moment, it's an illusion. It's a mirage. And it just leads people down a path of inaction and just missed opportunities. Because life is just messy. Life is unpredictable. You get up in the morning and you go, right, I'm going to do this today, and I'm really focused. And by lunchtime, you haven't done any of it because other things sort of take you away from your goals. And life is supposed to be like that. It's about threads of joy, sorrow, triumph, challenge. Life is a dynamic environment. It's happening around us all the time. John Lennon says life is what happens when you're busy making other plans, and just waiting for circumstances to be perfect is just like waiting for the tide to cease its back and forth. It's rubbish. It's not going to happen. There's always going to be obstacles to navigate. There's always going to be hurdles to overcome, and there's always going to be those twists in the road that we just can't see. And moreover than that, it's this quest for perfection, I think, is just sort of self-sabotage. It just is rooted in fear. It's a fear of failure. It's a fear of rejection. It's a fear of the unknown. You kind of think that you can get everything perfect, so none of those things are going to happen. And clinging to the notion of this perfect moment, people think that they're going to shield themselves from this discomfort of uncertainty, but actually they just retreat into the comfort zones and they avoid the risks, and then they just have this life that they will sit in the pub saying, oh, nothing's coming my way, oh, I was just a victim, this and that. You've got to break free from this cycle. And you've really got to embrace a single concept, I think, and that is progress over perfection. It's just knowing that true growth just occurs through action, not inaction. And it's about taking imperfect dots time after time after time. And even when the path ahead is totally unclear and the outcome is uncertain, it's just about accepting that failure isn't the opposite of success, but it's just a stepping stone. It's another dot on the journey towards it. You can't get the life you want without having failure. You can't. Nobody can. I've had more failures than you would throw a stick at, basically. And I look back at all of them now, and I don't see any of them as failures because they haven't really stopped me. They've made me depressed for a while. They've made me look at my bank balance for a while. They've made me think that I've wasted my time for a while. But they haven't really stopped me. And they don't stop any successful individual who's faced those setbacks and challenges along the path. Everyone who's got the success that you want will have weathered the storms, encountered roadblocks, stumbled along the way. Yet what sets them apart is their willingness to just press on despite these obstacles. I was watching Steve Martin, the film star, and he was showing you how his career was formed and how he became the biggest stand-up comedian in the world in the 70s. And it was all just dying every night, nobody laughing, but just keep on working. And he said it took him 15 years to create his act, and then 5 years later he just cut it all down because he realized it wasn't what he wanted. But he was willing to just keep going, and he had a plan. He would keep doing it until he was 30, and then he'd become a teacher. But because of these obstacles, he knew that everything was, as I say, learning. He understood that waiting for the perfect moment was a luxury, and maybe he had to do different things that just helped him move on a few days, instead of just trying to aim for the stars and thinking that everything's going to sort of land his way. The pursuit of dreams, let's say it as it is, it's not about waiting for the stars to align. It's not. It's about creating that alignment through action. It's about embracing the journey with all its twists and turns, knowing that each step forward brings us closer to our goals. It's about just throwing off the need for perfection and embracing the beauty of imperfection, because it's within these flaws and our failures that we discover the thing that we should be doing with our life, our greatest strengths. So for all those people out there that have spoken to me and gone, yeah, I'd like to, but I'm just waiting for, just embrace the uncertainty. Take a leap of faith. Doesn't have to be financial. You don't have to be quitting your job. It just has to be taking a leap of faith that every day for 2 hours you're going to be working on something, but you don't know it's going to go anywhere. But just trust in your ability to navigate whatever challenges lie ahead. And in the end, just know that it's not the perfect moment that defines us, but rather the courage to seize the imperfect ones. That is how it occurs. So that was the second one of the mini course that I've heard time and time again and really make me angry, really just annoy me. I just want to shake people. First one was, I don't have the time. And the second one is, I'm just waiting for. Just get going. Just get going, and please make the next 10 years of Join Up Dots more successful for me than the first, because we're not having excuses anymore. We're having drive. We're having ambition. We're having a forward focus. You can make it happen. We're here to help you. And I'm going to be back with the next episode giving you my third of the things that really, really get on my tears. See you again. Cheers. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. And we'll be back again real soon at Join Up Dots. Join up dots, join up dots, join up dots.